Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Wango's English Hub. I still remain your English language coach, Wango Samaila. Am I excited to be back? I sincerely apologize for my inconsistency over the past few weeks. I know I've been away, but I want to assure you that I'm fully back and a lot of videos will be coming up that will enable you prepare for the forthcoming exam. Needless to remind you that my videos, like I have captured in previous videos, are not meant to just help you prepare for exams and stop there. They are also meant to help you improve on your reading and writing skills, your speaking skills as well, so that anywhere you find yourself, you'll be able to effectively read, speak, and write according to the desired standards expected of a student who has gone through the four walls of the class. So, this is an assurance from me. Expect more videos. Today, my attention will be on literature, and I will be giving you some tips that will help you respond to questions that will be coming up from the text given to us to read for the forthcoming examination. As you all know, the text is titled Lucky Headmaster. I believe during your registration you were given a copy. Well, if you are not given a copy at that time, you can download a copy from your phone, and you can also go to the bookshop and get a copy. It is very, very relevant, so pay attention. I know one of the functions of literature is to entertain us. However, as we are preparing for an examination, our focus is not on the entertainment aspect. Rather, our focus is on actually the key areas that count when examination questions are being prepared. So I'll give you those key areas that you should focus on in the course of your reading. Tip number one: read the text. Honestly, you cannot do well in any literature exams if you do not read the text given. There's no magic you can do to help you pass that exam. So you just have to read, read, and read. And that's why I emphasize on the need to get the text and read. And mind you, do not just read the summary of the text. The summary of the text is limited. It's important you go through the whole text because it helps you a lot. So don't limit yourself to just summary of the text. Read the whole text and you are already on the path to success. That's tip number one. Tip number two: in the course of reading, pay attention to the characters in the novel. It's very, very vital. And when we talk about the characters in the novel, we are actually referring to the persons or the names that symbolize or symbolizes a particular group of people or a particular person in the text. And needless to remind you that we have uh, the protagonist in a text, who is the main character of the text, and we have the antagonist, who in most cases opposes the protagonist of the text. We have major characters, we have minor characters, those who play key roles, those who play minor roles in the text. It's very key you pay attention to them. Who said what, and to whom did he say or did she make that statement to? It is very, very key. So please pay attention to the characters of the text, as questions may likely come up in that area. Now, that's tip number two. Now, tip number three: pay attention to the settings. The settings has to do with the locations where certain events took place. In every text, references are being made to certain places, cities, towns, and villages. So pay attention to the settings and pay attention to key events that took place in particular settings in the text. They are very, very vital. Don't take it for granted. They are not just there for entertainment purpose. They are actually there to also give us a better understanding of the text, and at the same time, for exam purpose, we are expected to acquaint ourselves with them. So tip number one, read the text. Tip number two, you should pay attention to characters found in the text, the characters that made certain key statements. Pay attention to that as well. Pay attention to the settings of the text. It is very key. Now, tip number four, you must pay attention to the theme in the text. I want to talk about the theme. We are talking about, in a simpler terms, in a simpler term, the moral lessons. Okay, the moral lessons discussed or portrayed in the text. The themes could revolve around love, hatred, betrayal, bravery, and a lot more. In the text, there are characters that exhibit the virtue of love. There are characters that exhibit the virtue of bravery. There are characters that exhibit even hate towards a particular character, and how that hatred turns out to be at the end of the text. For every theme captured in a text, it is geared towards teaching us a particular moral lesson. So you must pay attention closely to those themes captured. So when reading the text, pay attention. Does it portray the story of love? Did it capture any form of bravery from a particular character? Was there any form of hatred? Was there an expression of courage by any character in the text? It is very, very vital. So, number one, read the text. Number two, pay attention to characters. Number three, pay attention to the settings of the text. 4, pay attention to the themes of the text. And lastly, I will say, pay attention to the literary devices used in the text. You could find the use of simile. And when we talk about simile, we are talking about comparison using as or like. You could talk about there could be also the use of a metaphor, comparison without the use of as or like. When we talk about indirect comparison, you could find the use of hyperbole, excessive over exaggeration. Sorry. You could also find the use of personification, giving animate qualities to inanimate objects. So pay attention to the literary devices. They are very vital. They are very, very key. Any text, any poem, or any literary work of art that does not capture the use of literary devices cannot be considered a work of art. And when preparing for any literature examination, the literary device, it's key. It cannot be overemphasized. You cannot escape it, definitely. In fact, apart from the first tip, which has to do with reading, all the other areas I've mentioned, you can't escape from them. You can't escape from the characters, question revolving around the characters. You can't escape from the questions revolving around the settings of the text, around the theme of the text, and also the literary devices employed by the author of the text. You can't escape from all of this. So please pay attention to this. I've given us 5 tips. Let me go through it once again. Number 1, read. Number 2, pay attention to the characters of the text. 3, pay attention to the settings of the text. 4, pay attention to the themes found in the text. 5, acquaint yourself with the literary devices employed by the author of the text. Please, these are very, very vital. Like I have said, if time permits, we will look at the texts also, but if time does not permit, then please read and use these tips as a guideline. I have assured you earlier that a lot of videos will be coming up, so stay tuned and be expectant. Alright? Stay tuned and be expectant. Surely you will learn a lot as you prepare for your examination and beyond your examination, as you also seek to speak well, write well, and also read well. Once again, my name still remains Rango Samaila. Good to have you. Do have a wonderful day. Bye bye.